Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the opening ceremony of the landing ship tank LST-325. On behalf of our Acting Commander Major General Eric Peterson and Command Sergeant Major Richard Johnson, welcome and thank you for joining us. Our host for today's ceremony is Mayor Gallagher, Bettendorf. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Karen Luisi, your Mistress of Ceremonies this afternoon. And First Army has been conducting events all year to commemorate our centennial birthday. Some as simple as displaying our centennial banners around Rock Island Arsenal, to a very special event that took place on 10 August, our official birthday, where we conducted a wreath-laying ceremony at General Pershing's gravesite in Arlington National Cemetery. Today, we celebrate First Army's history with LST-325. As you can see, and I know some of you have already asked me, I am honoring the occasion by wearing a World War II dark olive drab, shade number 51, one-piece off-duty summer dress for Army nurses, physical therapists, and dietitians with brown leather pumps of commercial design. For all of you sergeants major out there, you can refer to Army Regulation 600-37, Change 1, dated 16 April 1945. Ladies and gentlemen, the LST ship captain, Mr. Bob Kubota.
So, Mrs. Odin Carlson, General Gentry, Mayor Gallagher, and all the others who showed up today. I'd like to welcome all of you, and I apologize if I didn't get your name in there. There's so many other people that should be honored here. Thank you for inviting us to your city, and to thank everybody for coming out and giving us such a big welcome just by showing up here. Also like to thank the Great Lakes Navy Band who played here, and all the many people who put time and effort into our visit, especially the Quad Cities Tourist and Convention Bureau. I think I speak for all the crew members when we say we are very proud of our National Historic Site. We hope everybody sees it, has fun, and maybe learn some history. I know from past cruises that there are a number of people who are going to visit, and they will make a connection between this ship and some family member who served on board one of the 1,051 LSTs that were built during World War II and served through the Vietnam War. This is the last one that can still sail under its own power. This year, our all-volunteer crew has 52 members from 16 states. They range in age from 24 to 93.
I get the pleasure of tying what the great Navy vessel on which you sit today does in conjunction with the Army and our community. Thank you to the Isle and Nancy Ballinger. This is a great opportunity to see this great property, a great partner here in our community. But the city of Bettendorf has no more invested or devoted partner in bringing LST-325 to the Quad Cities than the United States First Army, headquartered here at Rock Island Arsenal. The history of the First Army and the history of vessels like the LST-325 are deeply and inextricably intertwined. Even more, there really could be no more perfect time to revisit history, as General said, than the month of August 2018, the month that marks the Army's 100th birthday. For those of you who may not be familiar with the units on Rock Island Arsenal, the units right here in our own backyard, let me give you a quick overview of First Army and the critical role it's played in our nation's history. First Army was established in 1918 as America entered the fray of World War I. Under the leadership of General John J. Pershing, it became America's first field army, overseeing all U.S. troops fighting in France. 26 years later, First Army was again assigned a pivotal role to oversee the entire D-Day operation landing at Normandy Beach, which included the LST-325. In the following years, First Army trained troops for the Korean War and Vietnam. And many of you will remember First Army, personified by the straight-talking Lieutenant General Russell Honore, as his unit rolled into New Orleans to take charge after Hurricane Katrina had rolled through and destroyed the levees. Today, First Army partners with and trains Army Reserve and National Guard units in the entire country. They've sent more than 1.3 million troops into harm's way since 9/11. Some of the most legendary soldiers in history, names that you'll recognize instantly, have fought under the 1st Army Command. Names like Bradley, Patton, MacArthur, Pyle, and York. Next year will mark the 75th anniversary of D-Day. So many of our greatest generation who served in that war are now gone. But 1st Army, the unit that orchestrated the epic invasion to set the course for victory in Europe, still is relevant and dedicated to securing the nation's freedom just as it was then. This unit has a motto that is something we in the Quad Cities can be proud of. When we see the soldiers in our community with the distinctive black letter A patch on their left shoulder, first indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank those who brought this wonderful Navy vessel to you for your viewing pleasure and those who served thereon.
Captain Caboodle will now present the keys to the bow door to Mayor Gallagher.
So, in case you didn't realize when you came on the ship, when you came across the walkway, you came down the ramp, and you probably didn't notice when you came through, there were two big bow doors open, and the ramp was dropped down, and that's where the only way was on or off of the ship unless you went over the side. So to thank you for your hospitality, we'd like to present you a key to those bow doors.
On behalf of the great citizens of the Quad Cities, all the mayors that are here today and those who support each and every one of us, thank you to the LST-325. This means a lot. Very nice gesture.